Narcissists believe they have you completely under their thumb. They assume you'll remain trapped in their cycle, following their lead without question. But what if there was a move so powerful that it shattered their illusion of control? A step they never anticipate. One that forces them to confront the reality of their arrogance? Let's explore this together. Take back your power and make the narcissist come face to face with the consequences of their own ego. Strategy 1. Become emotionally untouchable. Imagine a narcissist as a parasite thriving on the emotional turmoil they create. Like a predator stalking its prey, they draw strength from your reactions, anger, frustration, sadness. All of it fuels their ego and reaffirms their sense of dominance. But what if you rewrote the rules of engagement? What if you denied them the energy they so desperately seek? The key is to become emotionally untouchable. This doesn't mean being heartless or cold. It's about safeguarding yourself against manipulation. Think of your emotions as a form of currency, valuable and finite. Would you hand over your hard-earned wealth to a fraudster? Of course not. So why waste your emotional energy on someone who only seeks to use and deplete you for their self-serving gains? By refusing to engage in their chaos, you strip them of their strongest weapon. No reaction means no power. This is your first and most crucial defense, not through retaliation or anger, but by protecting your inner peace. You alone decide when and where to invest your emotions. This choice is an act of strength and self-liberation, putting you in control of your own narrative. Strategy 2. The power of silence. Narcissists expect endless admiration, regardless of how they treat you. They assume you'll comply, smile through the pain, and cater to their every whim. But when you break free from this cycle, when you stop responding and refuse to be their pawn, they unravel. Their fragile sense of superiority begins to crack. Silence is a weapon they never expect. They use the silent treatment as a tool of control, hoping to make you anxious and desperate. But when you turn the tables and meet their manipulation with complete disengagement, they spiral. Your silence robs them of the reaction they crave, leaving them unbalanced and powerless. This is when you reclaim your upper hand. Silence creates an impenetrable barrier, leaving them unable to read your emotions or anticipate your next move. It forces them to sit with their own emptiness, something they've spent their entire lives avoiding. But remember, the goal of silence isn't revenge, it's liberation. This isn't about playing their game. It's about stepping away entirely, choosing your own peace over their chaos. Strategy 3. Create distance to keep them off balance. Narcissists operate in extremes, one moment charming and affectionate, the next cruel and controlling, like a pendulum. They swing between manipulation and aggression, keeping you in a constant state of unease. The goal, to keep you emotionally dependent on their approval. To regain control, you must bring that pendulum to a neutral state, stable, predictable, and unshaken. The more familiar a narcissist becomes with your reactions, the more they exploit them. When they see you as easy to manipulate, their worst traits emerge when they overwhelm you with charm. It's a calculated move to regain control. The solution? Create distance, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. From a detached perspective, you can set firm boundaries, clear, non-negotiable lines they cannot cross. When they're overly sweet, don't be drawn in. When they turn aggressive, remove yourself entirely. This approach keeps them contained within a framework where they must act with a degree of respect because their usual tactics no longer work. While this won't change who they are, it creates a dynamic where you can engage only on your terms, maintaining the peace and stability you deserve. Strategy 4. Cut off all contact. Once you've implemented these strategies, the next step is decisive. Completely sever all ties, no half measures, no lingering attachments. Whether the narcissist is a partner, parent, colleague, or friend, this step is non-negotiable. Accept the reality, narcissists rarely change, and even if they do, it's a long, arduous process that may never reach completion. Keeping them in your life only prolongs your suffering. Blocking them on all platforms, social media, email, phone isn't about revenge. It's about reclaiming your space, your peace, and your future. This won't be easy, but once you do it, you'll feel an immense sense of relief. No more second-guessing, no more wondering about their next move. Their endless pursuit of validation will continue elsewhere. But without you as their supply, you are free. Strategy 5. Never apologize for their manipulations. Narcissists excel at twisting reality. They turn every conflict into your fault, making you feel responsible for their actions. If you've ever apologized just to keep the peace, you know the feeling, the frustration of taking blame when you've done nothing wrong. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for their toxic behavior. Their attempts to guilt trip you are nothing more than a reflection of their own insecurities. You don't need their validation. You don't owe them an apology for refusing to be manipulated. Hold on to your self-respect when they demand an apology. Offer them nothing but silence. This isn't about playing their game. It's about refusing to participate at all. True peace comes from standing firm in your self-worth, knowing you deserve relationships built on mutual respect, not mind games and manipulation. Strategy 6. Build a life that radiates happiness. The most powerful response to a narcissist: a life lived on your terms, joyful, fulfilling, and entirely free from their influence. Surround yourself with people who value and appreciate you for who you are. Engage in activities that bring genuine happiness. Travel, read, explore, immerse yourself in a world where your worth isn't constantly questioned or diminished. The narcissist's greatest regret won't stem from revenge or confrontation. It will come from realizing they no longer have a hold on you. Their worst fear isn't losing control over you. It's watching you thrive without them. And the best part, you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. True victory isn't in making them suffer. It's in reclaiming your own joy. By choosing happiness, you don't just break free, you become untouchable. And that is a reality no narcissist can ever undo.